So you're wondering if Oak Harbor, Washington is actually affordable, not just in terms of home prices, but in what it really costs to live here. On paper, it's a charming little island town, but what does it start to look like when you add up housing and groceries and utilities, taxes, and all the little things that don't show up in a Zillow search? Well, I am Leah Courage, local real estate broker and your guide to life in the North Puget Sound. And today in this video, we are doing a full cost of living breakdown for Oak Harbor in 2025. So whether you're relocating for work, you have military orders, or you're just dreaming about a slower lifestyle near the water, this video will give you a realistic sense of what you can expect to spend. And if you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications because we've got insider tips and local insights every single week. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the big one, housing. So as of early 2025, the median home price in Oak Harbor is hovering in the low 500s, about $520,000 depending on the neighborhood and amenities. If you're coming from Seattle or Bellevue, this feels like a steal. But if you're relocating from a smaller town or a different state, you might find it surprisingly high for a town of this size. Rental prices for a two-bedroom apartment average between about $1,700 a month and $2,100 per month. If you're looking for a single-family home to rent, expect monthly costs in the range of $2,300 to about $3,000, depending on proximity to NAS Whidbey and upgrades, and also whether the home has a view. So for military families, it's definitely worth noting that Oak Harbor is home to NAS Whidbey, so many military members use VA loans to purchase homes here. The basic allowance for housing, otherwise known as your BAH, in 2025 for enlisted personnel with dependents is around $2,265 per month, which can cover a good portion of your rent or your mortgage. If you're not sure how to use your benefits, I can help with that. This is something I work with all the time. If you're finding this helpful so far, go ahead and give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We have got a ton more content coming your way about Oak Harbor, Whidbey Island, and even more, so stick around. Let's talk about utilities next. Utility costs in Oak Harbor are pretty typical for Western Washington. Electricity for a typical household runs about $150 per month. Water, sewer, and garbage through the city will add another $90 to $120 a month. Internet will cost you anywhere between $70 and $100, depending on your provider and the speed you choose, of course. So all in, you're looking at roughly $300 to $400 per month for utilities, depending on the size of your home and your personal usage. Groceries in Oak Harbor tend to be just a little higher than the national average, but they're not outrageous, fortunately. A gallon of milk will run you about $4.25. A loaf of bread is around $3.50. Eggs come in at about $5 per dozen, and ground beef typically costs $6.99 a pound. Produce, especially local and organic options, can be reasonably priced, sometimes even better than you'd expect. If you shop at grocery stores like Safeway or SAR's Super Saver, you'll definitely find most of what you need for everyday essentials. There are a couple of smaller specialty markets around here too, but for larger bulk shopping like Costco or Target, you'll want to plan a trip off island to Burlington or Mount Vernon. Now, if you're active duty, you're retired military, or you are a qualified veteran living in Oak Harbor, there is a significant cost-saving opportunity you should know about, and I know you're expecting this, the Navy Exchange, or the NEX, located right here on NAS Whidbey Island. The NEX offers tax-free shopping on a wide range of items from everyday essentials to electronics and clothing, and this can lead to huge savings over time, especially for families managing a budget. If you're a veteran and wondering about your eligibility, you can actually verify your status at vetverify.org. And once you're verified, you'll have access to shop online at mynavyexchange.com. And also, depending on your status, possibly in store as well. Let's talk about eating out and entertainment now. So Oak Harbor isn't exactly a hot spot for nightlife like Seattle, but it does have some great local restaurants and a few laid back and casual hangout spots. A casual dinner for two will cost you around $40 to $50 and up. Coffee and pastry at your local cafe might be around $10. A pint of craft beer is about $6 to $8, and a movie ticket at the local theater runs around $12. If you're in search of live theater, big concerts, or trendy restaurants, you're probably going to hop in the car and head to either Seattle or Bellingham. Next up, transportation. Yes, you will need a car in Oak Harbor. Island Transit does offer a free bus system, which is a fantastic resource, but it's not a full replacement for personal transportation if you're commuting or you're managing a busy schedule. Gas prices are definitely higher than the national average here, sitting at around $4.50 a gallon due to the cost of delivering the fuel to the island. Car insurance is fairly average for the state of Washington, but you should budget between $100 to $200 per month, depending on your driving record and your coverage choices, of course. Healthcare is up next. Whidbey Health is the main healthcare provider in town with a hospital and several outpatient clinics. Medical costs are typical for this part of Washington. So for more specialized services though, or for major procedures, you may find yourself traveling to Skagit County or up to Bellingham and Whatcom County. If you're affiliated with the military, Naval Hospital Oak Harbor, located on NAS Whidbey, provides direct access to medical services for active duty members and for their families. This includes routine care, pharmacy services, behavioral health, and a lot more, typically at little to no cost depending on your TRICARE plan. It's a huge benefit for those stationed here and one that many families rely on for comprehensive and convenient healthcare. One of the biggest cost of living benefits in Washington is the lack of a state income tax. That is a significant savings compared to states like California or Oregon. That said, sales tax in Oak Harbor is around 8.7%. Property taxes average around 1.04% of your home's assessed value. So if you buy a home for $500,000, you'll pay approximately $5,200 a year or around $433 per month in property taxes. If you're raising kids here, this next one is for you. Oak Harbor has a very well-regarded public school system, especially for military families. Childcare costs are pretty typical for the region. Full-time daycare costs are between $1,000 and about $1,500 per month per child. Preschool programs range from about $400 to $800 per month, depending on the school and the number of days attended. Now, let's talk about a few hidden costs that you might not be thinking about yet. First, bridge closures during windstorms or snow events can happen. They're rare, but they do occur. Second, because Oak Harbor is on an island, some goods and services have higher delivery fees or surcharges. And third, internet speeds in the more rural parts of town can vary widely, so always double check before signing a lease. Some folks opt for Starlink or other satellite solutions if wired connections aren't available. So, is Oak Harbor affordable? Well, if you're relocating from cities like Seattle, Los Angeles, or San Diego, Oak Harbor will feel refreshingly affordable. If you're coming from a more rural or inland area, you'll want to do the math. It's not inexpensive, but it's one of the more affordable coastal towns in Western Washington. The key thing to remember is that Oak Harbor offers a lot of value. You're not just paying for a house, you're paying for access to the water, to trails and to parks, to peace and quiet, and a super strong sense of community. And for many people, that trade-off is worth every single penny. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so that you never miss a new video about life in Oak Harbor and in the North Puget Sound. And if you're planning on buying or selling a home in the area, we would love to work with you. Our contact information is below, and we'd be honored to help you make your next move with confidence. Thank you so much again. Keep exploring, and we will see you in the next video.